Alright, testing 1, 2. I think we're back.
So,
Test 1, 2.
Tonight I'm going to show you where to get S-Class upgrades for your Imperial Dreadnought freighter in No Man's Sky. Stone 9 in the middle.
Sorry, that was me bleeding all over myself there. But yes, okay, we are back. I did not have to actually restart my entire system, but apparently the PlayStation does not like it when you go from prior to loading the game. Alright, just double checking there. So all I really needed to do was stop broadcasting and it popped right in, so I just picked it right up where I left off. So again, hello and welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday. I am up and running live again. And since I think I'm the only person watching, let me just take a moment to type in Happy Wednesday again. Ta-da! Alright. And triple check to make sure that this is actually working. Yeah, okay, good, great, groovy. Alrighty, again, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. This is Dad's Gone Bad Gaming, and we have restarted the stream, and we are in No Man's Sky, and we're looking at the Orbital update, which is brand new. And again, it has already dropped on the PlayStation, but it has maybe not dropped on the Xbox or all other platforms yet. But it will. Tonight, if it hasn't already, or perhaps maybe tomorrow, but it will. And this is a fantastic update. It is just chock full of everything. Absolutely everything. Specifically, space stations have had a major upgrade, and what I mean by that, or I should say updating, is that they are now no longer these sort of simple geometrical shapes and all the same interiors, but in fact they are procedurally generated and all wildly different, or at least different. We will check it out. Alright, so we are in fact in Isdore-Jean. This is the 19th galaxy, and this is the system that I came to a base through the space anomaly to get here. And this is a 3-star economy, 3-star conflict system, and this is where we'll begin tonight. So let's take a look since we're here right now. I'm pretty eager to check out this new update, the Orbital update. So let's get into our ship and go to the space station. Check this out. So the first things that we should notice is it should look a whole lot different. Oh yeah, there's a thing I'm going to have to show as well, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I'm going to fly this guy out, and there's a reason for that. But I will explain that in a second. Alright, here we go. Where is the space station? It should be like right here. Have the space anomaly, have our freighter. There you go. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Well, that looks a whole lot different. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Hello there. Hello everybody, welcome to Dad's Gone Bad Gaming and happy Wednesday. We are checking out the Orbital update, and I am in Galaxy 19 right now. Just taking my time as I sort of absorb what we're looking at. This is what space stations look like now as of the Orbital update. Holy crap. Wow. What I know so far is that all of the space stations have had to overhaul and that they are now procedurally generated. So, they all are kind of unique. Not kind of, they are unique. They will have all kinds of unique features in terms of their visual appearance. And oh my god, this looks amazing. Total overhaul of their visuals. What's that? Okay. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and fly inside, which there has been so many changes to these. Look at this. They've widened it out so the ships don't clip anymore. Andy, hey, can't stay too long, but we'll manage for a little bit. Well, I'm happy to have you aboard, my friend, and it's great to see you. Happy Wednesday. Absolutely happy Wednesday. Now, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but look at this. Oh my god, the star bases are all different. The landing pads are different. Oh my god, everything is different. Look at that. Oh my god, look at that. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Oh, I'm speechless. This is really amazing. Oh my goodness. And as I said, I was saying before, procedurally generated. So all of them are going to look different now. Very, very different. Let's take a quick look at these ships. On missions, on freighter. Sound in the background. Oh, that's cool too. Nice. I'll have to check that out. This is my first look at this, so it's all kind of new to me. Oh man, and I'm sure there's just so many different things about this update. So many. Like this is just kind of mind-boggling. Like, okay, did they move all the guys to terminals over here? Is that where all the terminals are now? What is this? What is that? Alright, that's an appearance modifier. Is that another ship landing pad back there? What is that? Alright. Can't I talk to you? I'm just going to kind of check stuff out here. I'm kind of in explorer mode because this is just pretty wild. The Gek is surrounded by charts. Okay, this is a chart guy. Got you. Cartographer, Eva. Ask for help, ask for specific charts, purchase random maps, or leave. This looks like it is the same as it was before, but she's got a whole new space now instead of being jammed into that tiny little office. What's that? And that's the ship. Alright. Okay, here we go. So right down the middle we have the trade terminal. Excellent. Portal. Excellent. So over here. This is cool. Who are you? Okay, missions. Excellent. This is where you can see what's available from the different guilds. Local missions. Complete missions from Chimera Corp. Luna Paradiso Orbital. Hunt low-level pirates for nanites. Let's see here. Oh, I bet I'm going to love the updated graphics. Yeah, more bugs. Of course. I now have 4 billion nanites. What? 4 billion nanites, dude. Love it. Yeah, I want to show you something real quick after I just pull up. There's the glitch now where you can get as many of, you can graft the, Starborn Runner over as many ships as you want. So you could have like 1 billion iterations of it right now if you go back to the Space Anomaly and go to the the Expeditions Terminal. But this is cool. Look at all this cool stuff here. But alarming action, raid a planetary harvester for storage augmentation. Exosuit upgrade charts. I'm already full up on all of those, so that doesn't matter too much to me. But it's cool. Okay, he's here. Alright, well, that means I hope that the rest of the dudes are up here. Which I think they are. Oh, what's that thing? Oh, I love it. Animated graphics and things going on here. It's just, this is just cool. This is so cool. Who are you? Envoy. Exosuit guy. Okay. Alright. What's this UI guild shop rank required? Oh, you guys have to get a shop rank apparently. Maybe that means you have to build ships or something first. I don't know. All kind of new to me. But these, seems like it's the same guys that would be normally on a starbase, but they've just been moved around and put in there. Have to, like, big places now, big spaces. Exocraft guy. Alright, okay. So Exocraft modules, excellent. This is definitely super cool. I really dig this. Oh man. And every space station is going to look a little different, as I was saying. They're procedurally generated, so we're going to be seeing a lot of different looks. Hello. Station core. Flight path and landing overseer. Life support system stable. Commercial monitoring online. Flight path management 84% efficiency. Uplink functional. Input override code. Can we do that yet? Can we get a station override? Oh, wouldn't that be super cool? Restore standing. One forgotten forged passport. Huh. Well, that'll be interesting. I wonder if you can get your own space station yet. That would be super cool. Alright, what's all this about? This is a new terminal. What are you about? UI Okay. Okay. Alright, apparently we can build our own spaceships. How cool is that? And this looks like a fighter type. Yeah, fighter, hauler, explorer. Fighter, hauler, explorer. Okay, so apparently we can only build fighters, haulers, and explorers. I did hear that you cannot, the other types of solar ships and the Sentinel ships, you cannot actually build them yet. Maybe someday we will be able to. But I think I would be most interested in a fighter, so just for hoo-ha's, let's see what kind of things are here. Shipbuilder input body. Shipbuilder input core. Wings. An engine. Huh. Now I know that you have to scrap ships in order to get these parts. I learned that much, which is interesting. So I guess that means that hunting for ships is going to be a thing now. He built a nav explorer. Love it. Also, if you have to deliver stuff on a mission, you cancel. You can still have object. Oh, cool, cool. I like that. I saw something about that where you can reset the mission boards by taking a mission and then cancel it, and it'll reset on the board to something else, which is excellent. So, all right, it looks like there's a whole bunch of different types of possibilities on the wings. All right, all right. Now, I also have a tip on this that you can buy these somewhere here in the starbase. It just comes down to how many nanites you have. And let's cruise over to this guy. Inventories. Alright. Okay, so I guess to do this we have to scrap some ships. Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's interesting. Okay, so we do have a shipbuilding system in place, which is cool. However, I don't want to scrap my Sentinel ship because I want to take it over to the space anomaly and turn it into a starborn runner and try scrapping that to see if I can get any pieces out of it. Yep. And you get the shapes based off the ships that you scrap. And again, my understanding is that it can't be an interceptor or a solar ship type. I'm wondering that if you can do exotics though. That would be interesting. Oh, that would be super interesting. Ooh, but I don't really want to sacrifice an exotic to find out. Alright, but what I did want to do is to check something out real quick to see if you could actually do this. And that is, take this guy. I'm probably not going to do this one. I think I'll scrap a different one. I shouldn't say scrap. I want to just check this out to see if this glitch works, because I heard somebody say this in a chat somewhere about a half hour ago. And I want to see if this is actually accurate, because this is definitely a good sort of glitch to be aware of until they fix it, because because it's always good to be able to find these sorts of things. And I was like, damn. Yeah, Sentinel ships don't give pieces, and the solar ships don't give pieces either, which is definitely an interesting thing. And I'm wondering if in the future they will, say, oh, okay, we're going to do a expansion into the solar ships, because if you could mix and match, that would be super cool. But unlikely. This isn't the Sentinel ship I would want to scrap first, I don't think. So let's go over, take a deeper look at this for a second. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Alright, that is the one I did want to do. Alright, no problem. We'll just switch it right back. Next recovered. There we go. Alright, so what they were saying is, if you go to the space anomaly, and assuming that you have actually completed the most recent expedition, which I have, pat myself on the back for grinding through that, because I'm not an expeditions guy, generally speaking. Go to the expeditions terminal. Yep, check this out. So it says create starship. I can copy the starborn runner again. So this apparently still works. So let's do it. Yep. What's the value of these ships? Oh, definitely. So check it out. The Sentinel ship that I'm going to be scrapping, it's a C-class. It's worth 42.5 million. And I've already pulled the stuff out of the inventory, so I don't really care about that. However, the Starborn Runner is clocking in at 78 million. And it's going to cost me 2,800 nanites to do it. Well, let's do it. Wabang. And I can do it again. However, for the purposes of what I'm trying to do here tonight, I don't need to do that. Although, if I was out ship hunting and I was pulling up C-classes, it would be, well, let's see if we can't use the Starborn Runner to scrap it to get a part, because that's really what I was trying to do here. Do not know if we can scrap this and get a useful part, but if we can, I think it's got some useful parts. Because I didn't hear anybody talking about scrapping this one. So, let's cruise on back to the starbase. This is sort of the expensive, sacrificial... Oh, dude, you can't... Did you already try it? Did you already try to scrap this thing? Look at this starbase. Ah, it just blows my mind. Well, I can at least scrap it for the 78 million, I suppose. Or can you just not scrap it at all? That would be a thing. Alright, so spinning out. Let's jump on out. Yeah, I know this is kind of a waste of money, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I just want to see. Actually, wait a minute, do I even have room for that? Yeah, I do, okay. Yeah, right. Definitely can see it before it scraps, so. Alright, give me the menu option. There we go. Salvage options. Yeah, right. Okay, so here we go. So you definitely cannot salvage for modules or pieces or anything like that. But I can claim scrap worth 54.5 million. And why not? Can't hurt to have an open slot in my inventory right now, or I should say my hangar right now. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap that because I have two of them. Yep, that's fine. Go ahead, scrap away. Alright, and let's go ahead and sell that stuff off and just keep my inventory open. Ooh. So I suppose the question is, do I want to build a starship? Do I want to go ahead and do this? That's not what I want. So I'm getting distracted. Like, do I want to build a starship, or pay attention to what I'm doing? Alright. Let's sell off some stuff. Bromide salts, don't need those. Thing is, I do carry a ridiculous amount of stuff in my inventory because I always like to be prepared for whatever pops up. But stuff I can't use, I'll go ahead and ditch that stuff. I'm wondering what it gave me. Just kind of cruising down here. Did I set up portable refiner? Should be right at the bottom of that list. It's a big list when you have all your slots open, I'll just say that. Hybrid nerve parsley nuts. Okay, let's get rid of those. Don't need that. Cool treasure though. Here we go. Starship valves. 4 of them for 48 million. Can I take 48 million? What's the max? 2 point. Yes, I can, but that's going to get me pretty close to max credits there, I think. 4 billion, 200, and yep. I think that's max. Really close to it. 1, 2. There we go. I think I've actually hit max credits. 4,294,967,295. But there you go. No point in selling anything right now. Okay, ships. Do I want to do this? So there's sort of an expensive way to do it, and a cheap way. And the cheap way is to go out and start exploring and looking for ships with different features on them that you like. Or you could park here in a starbase and just start buying ships that fly in. But I have no idea what the ships of the system are like, so that would be a time suck to sit here. So what I can do, I think, is I have several bases that I used for looking for ships. Now, here's a question for you. What about the exotics? Can you scrap those for parts? Also, you can farm cash by buying ships on stations and selling for more. Yep. No, I've definitely. I think early on, like a few years back, I was doing that where I tried the salvage ships, I tried farming ships, I did a lot of that sort of stuff. I know it's probably better now because there's so many more options. What am I looking for? I'm looking for crashed ships. No, I'm not looking for crashed ships. I'm looking for my bases that I put at trading outposts, because I usually only drop those when I find interesting ships in an outpost. Vulcan trading outpost. That one I did not. That one is because it was on a volcano, and I thought, hey, that was kind of cool. And the idea is I'll just go to the star base in that system so that I can do everything right there once I find it. Exotics outpost. Yeah, let's try this first. Let's take a trip out to exotics. Only the 3 types so far. Alright. So that would be a no. However, that is fine. Because, you know, it's like, alright, I've seen so many different ships. Like, what kind of design would I want to do? Like, I was watching a little bit of Jason Plays, and he's really a big fan of that sort of hot rodder type thing that has a... looks like the engine is kind of exposed like a 6-cylinder engine with all the piping and stuff, and that big long nose out on the front of the fighter. I was like, hey, that's cool. And, you know, I don't know. And you know, can you actually build like the classic iconic ships? Like, can you build an X-wing? You know, definitely could build like a Viper from Battlestar Galactica. You know, can you build a TIE fighter? Can you know, how close can you get? So it's sort of cracking my head open that now it's like, yes, okay, we can actually put together our own ships. And that is just super exciting. I definitely would want to do it, so I'm going to. So I'm just trying to park myself in a system where I know there's some pretty cool looking ships, so I can start to collect the pieces to put together a ship in this new update. Any quick question? Are you on Xbox, or do you know, or anybody, do you know if it's actually dropped yet on Xbox? That would be a question to ponder, because again, as of a couple hours ago, I do not believe that it has dropped on Xbox, or maybe not all the different platforms that it's available on. And as always, please like and subscribe. I just liked it because I can do that. There you go. Alright, so... Woo! Oh man, this is one of my older bases. The dumb ladders. Alright, hold on. Climb. Let's climb ladder. Do not like ladders in this game. I'd love it if they did a whole update on just fixing the ladders. Alright, I do not want that ship. So let us get a better ship for what I am trying to do. Oh, come on. There you go. Okay. Just a nice basic base. Obviously I don't have any resources, or else I would have a storage container up here. To the ship, and then up to the starbase. Is there an actual crash ship here? Oh, I totally forgot about that. Hold on. Just turn around. There is not a crash ship there right now. Fine. That's not why we're really here. I wanted to get to the starbase. A, because I want to check out the starbase in the system, see what that one looks like, and B, because I'm pretty sure cool ships land here. Spent a lot of time looking for them. Alright, there we go. Again, I have been waiting super long time for them to allow for ship customizations, which I'm sure so many of us have, especially after, you know, games like Starfield comes out, where it's so focused on ship customization. Man, look at this thing. Holy cow. Oh man, that is so gorgeous. That is so so sci-fi. It's epic now. This is just super fantastic. Oh man. Sorry, I'm just gonna sit here and rant and rave. I mean, God, look at this thing. wings and these huge like pods out here. Oh man, this is just so cool. Oh man, you know, I have to say, No Man's Sky is really getting it together. This game is just really come on so strong in the last like 2 years worth of updates. Without the wings, only the ball. Very nice. I did not know there was one like that. Oh, maybe I'll start with that shit right there. Yeah, why not? Let's see. Do I like the wings? Yeah, I do like the wings, actually. Maybe I'll try to build a TIE fighter. That's what I'll do. I can't do that, though, because I'm sure there's no fuselage that's just spherical that I can put on there at this point. But, you know what? I just need parts. So, let's do it. Negotiate price? Yes, I'm going to buy that. I'm just going to flat out buy it. And I want to flat out scrap it because I really want to see how this works. It's cool to see other people do it, but it's not as fun as when you do it yourself. And that is excellent. Oh man, and this one is a different color scheme in here too. Oh dang. Oh, that guy's a sphere. That's a whole different look too. This is just great. I love it. Procedurally generated star bases. It's a thing. Go figure. Very cool. Alright, so we're going to do the salvage option here. The UI salvage option. Bang. Let's check out what we can do. We can claim it, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do the UI cost salvage prods. Alright, let's do it. UI salvage prod confirm lang. I do hope that they pretty this up a little bit. Let's see, do I want the UI cost salvage prods cock? Do I want the UI cost salvage prod wing? Or the UI cost salvage prod ang? Let's look at this thing. I think I like the wings the best. It really is a good Viper nose though. Hard to say. Alright, I'll take the wings. Bang. I'm kind of like Jason on that one, that I think I do want that single big engine. Alright, so let's just see. Let's just see, since this is my first time. I'm a newbie. And look at all the broken junk in my inventory. I still haven't fixed it yet. God, I'm so lame. Boy. And this is where I should have cleaned up my inventory before I got on tonight, but I did not do that. Where are you? Can't be too deep down in here. That's not it. Oh gosh, and I'm not even sure what the thing is that I'm looking for. So, there it is, right there. Bang. UI fighter wing. Yeah, I think that they're going to need to go ahead and fix some of the text here, but you get the idea. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move this just down to the bottom. Let's kind of keep it all as loosely organized as I can. Yay, alright, so this is definitely going to cost me some money to do this, but I'm okay with that. So I got some wings, and I'm going to be looking for another fighter. Because I don't really deal in haulers too much, since the inventory size is pretty much bigger on this tiny little ship than it can be on one of those haulers. So I guess we're going to do a little waiting, maybe a little exploring, I don't know. We could do the reload, maybe. See if any variants come in on that fighter type. You don't get that on the PS5? Yeah, you know what? It probably is a PS4 thing. You know, and I don't blame them. They should definitely prioritize the PS5. And I don't know if that's a code thing or it's just a performance issue with the PS4. But it certainly makes life a little more interesting. Wait a minute. If that would... Alright, this is just kind of blowing my mind. Oh, the Nemo's here because I bought the other stuff. I got it. I gotcha. Alright. That's not really great because I'm taking up a landing pad there that I could otherwise use. 3 engines on here. It's kind of the same wing set or something pretty close to it. You know what? I'll buy it because I kind of like the nose piece and it gives me some options. I'm sure it's cheap. I need to spend some money because I got max money. So, yes sir, let's take a look at your ship, sir. What have you got? Winged Mistress JE4. Alright, negotiate price. I'm sure it's cheap. Again, I just want to bang out a ship tonight just because I can. And I'm going to leave a trail of ships all through here. Oh, no, I don't like the nose of that ship very much. Not a fan of that. But let's run back here as fast as we can so we can go ahead and scrap this ship and get another piece, another pot. Come on, work with me. Scrap the ship. There we go. Now again, this new option on this terminal, now don't go by what it says on mine, because apparently on the PlayStation 4 we're having all kinds of textual weirdness. You Thunder, hello there, buddy. Welcome and welcome and welcome and welcome. Kind of getting all excited about the update, so I'm taking a little tour here at trying to build my own spaceship. And at this menu here, again at the ship deconstruction and upgrade terminal, instead of claiming scrap, at least the text on mine says UI cost salvage prods. I'm sure it doesn't say that on any other system except for the PlayStation 4. Now the question is, do I want to do the UA cost salvage prods cock? Do I want to do the UA cost salvage prods wings, which I just got off the last one, or the engine? I don't really love the engine, so let's do the cock. There we go. Bang. Alright, I now have 2 components. Definitely doing well, my friend. Definitely doing well, Thunder. Happy Wednesday. It's a little rainy up here in New England, but otherwise I am super stoked about this update, and I am doing well, my friend. Alright, so that's 2 ships under my belt. So I guess I only need an engine, and then a core. And again, I'm just going to put together a quick little fighter here just to see, and that's the same engine as before. No, I don't want that engine. But these fighters keep popping in here, so this, and again, this is just a quick little sort of put it together, kind of get a feel for it before I kind of go house with it, because you know we're all going to go house with it. Everybody's going to build a spaceship, and it seems to really revalidate ship hunting. You know, so it's like, okay, because again, I used to do that a ways back, and it was a lot of fun, and it's cool, but eventually you're like, all right, well, it's not that cool, because all you basically do is you find it and you scrap it. Now you can actually do something with the parts to it. So like, for example, if I wanted to do an Explorer, that's not an uncool Explorer. That one looks pretty cool. I like the wings on that, actually. Alright, there we go. Rabbit holes. Ooh, look at them. Cool. Like I said, this is kind of an interesting sector for ships. That's why I put a base here. That's why I came back here. So I know there are interesting ships here. But don't really need anything off that. Don't really want to build a hauler right now. In fact, the hauler that I'm standing on is the only hauler I believe that I have left. I got rid of them because initially when I started playing the game, I was like, yeah, I want to get a bunch of haulers and upgrade the snot out of them, which I think I did. Let's see here. How far did I get with this guy? Alright, I didn't upgrade him that much, to be fair. But I did upgrade this guy to S-Class. That was sort of my first ship that I really brought up to S-Class, doing the nanite grind. Alright, guys. There we go. Come on, bring me some more ships. I just need a fighter engine. Preferably not the triple, because otherwise I'm just building the same ship that I've seen. In fact, I might just poke out to another system. Better chances of finding some variety to add to the soup that we're making here, the new ship soup. But, oh man, can you believe it? I can actually customize ships now. Dude, they supposedly they expanded the size of everything so the ships don't clip anymore. It's just great. I'm super excited to see all this. I think Space Station's interesting and different-ish again. Although looking around, I do like looking over here. There was another one of those sort of mechanical parts on the last base too, so maybe they're not that different as far as some of the more elaborate pieces, of the moving pieces. Again, these guys are all different. The ship control, the launch control system. Oh, man. But you know, I didn't explore up there yet either, so we shall see. But again, keeping my eyes open for a fighter body. Come on, fighter. refer to the ship's You know, I mean, it's only come out today, but looking at this and, you know, just seeing that they only really are allowing us to pop open 4, you know, wait a second, but being only having like really 3 categories of, oh, I kind of like the engine on that. You know what? Just for hoo-has, and it can't be a bad thing to have more parts, so I'm going to go ahead and buy this, I think, unless something else just pops in right now. Oh, okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy this. But I agree with you, being able to upgrade the guns or more of the visuals, more of the nuancey parts of it, and maybe that's something that they'll do in the future. But this is certainly a fantastic start, so hopefully they're going to build more on this. Not more on, but on this. You know what I mean? Alright, so what part of this do I want again? Do I want the engine or the nose? Don't love the nose, we'll take the engine. Because that's the part I need anyway. 9.4 million. My ship. For another 10 seconds. Then we're going to go ahead and scrap it. That's okay, because we're checking out the new shipbuilding feature in No Man's Sky, part of the Orbital update. There's this updated new sort of system here, and it seems so far on the 2-star bases I've been at that they hide it in behind all of the merchants. But if you go back here, their starship assembly and upgrading thing, starship outfitter, has a new option. And whatever it says, don't follow what it says on my screen. I'm never satisfied. I love it, dude. But you're right. You're absolutely right, and I totally agree with you. So I guess I'm never satisfied either. They could do more, but this is definitely solidly something new. And we're gonna salvage stuff. All right. And this time we want the engine. Boop. All right. So now we have the 3 parts, but we have to get a core. And unless something else flies in, I'm still keeping my eyes open because, you know, variations. Don't necessarily settle for just the first set I have together here, but maybe can make some difference. I need the ship technology guy. Technology merchant. Yes, I believe you're the guy I need to talk to. I could be wrong. Yeah, maybe we'll see. And I am wrong. Not you. You're Exocraft. Starship. You. Yes, you, sir. Oh, dude, he looks so cool. So the idea is, you go to this guy, the Starship Upgrade guy. Yep, and here we go. Of course, the names on these are all goofed up. If you can, once you see that there, UI Ship Core C name, blah 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 blah. The point of the matter is that there are 4 cores here. You've got your C, your B, your A class, and your S class, and it really comes down to how much do you want to buy it for. Now, apparently, I am a god to these guys, because I can buy my S-Class one here for 2,760 nanites with a discount of 9,239. Man, I must have done something right for these guys, because that's just fantastic. Let's do that. Thank you. Alright, so whatever it is that I'm going to build, it's going to be S-Class. And let's just keep an eye on ships for just a second. Apparently we're going to be able to paint it too, but we'll cross that bridge when we burn it. Now, again, I've never been a fan of, like, the shuttles, not my thing. The explorers, not my thing. Haulers, definitely. Fighters, definitely. Yeah, discount based on my standing, right? Yeah, and as I said, I'm really a Viking guy. I'm like, yay, go Viking, yay. So I've definitely done a lot of operations with that. Just, I guess I like the Viking mentality. I like Vikings. I'm all about Vikings. Yay, go Vikings. Can I actually? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of spinning in circles. Don't mind me. Let me get over here. All right. Let's just jump back up on top of my ship, wait for one more fighter to spawn through, see if I can get another variation, and then I'm going to go ahead and build my very first starship. Apparently I should be doing this in Viking systems because I get wicked discounts. Love it. Love it. So Thunder, do you have the update? And if so, have you done all this already? Ooh. Well, that would be an interesting nose to put on it. And again, I'm just going hog wild here and spending money on ships just so I can get parts because I want to play my sandbox. Yeah, buddy. Yep, yep. Your ship is mine. All your bases are belong to us. It is mine. I must buy it. Because anything worth doing is worth overkill. So let's get that nice, cool orange nose cone of yours there. It doesn't have... No, it doesn't. But we're going to go ahead and scrap it. I am clearly scrap happy today. Completely scrap happy. But this is such a cool new feature that they added, though. And I mean, granted, yes, they could do more with it. They absolutely could, and I hope that they do. But it is one heck of a good start. You know, and in a game like this, you know, I do wonder, you know, will they actually do more with it? But so what I'm doing here is I'm going to scrap my ship, but now there's a new option to be able to scrap it where you can get components out of it for ship building. Again, I wish I could tell you what it actually said, but mine says UI cost salvage prods. And for whatever it's worth, I want the cockpit because I do not care for that sort of ring wing design. Not really my speed, and the engine didn't really turn me on either. I'm kind of with Jason on that, and that is that I like the big uni engine. So, all right, but I am starting to really get loaded up on some pieces here, which is great. And I think I'm going to hold out for one more engine. Please have an engine I like. Nope. Really, those seem to be favoring that triple engine sort of design there. It's alright. I'm patient. Nice rainy night. Don't have to go anywhere. We're good. Let's spend a little time here. Take a look at this. And again, I might pop out to another starbase to see if I can't get a better engine. You haven't tried it yet? Nice. Cool. Well, cool. Andy also has definitely been teaching me, which is great because it's sort of like, oh, hey, we're kind of digging out everything we've learned and trying to share it with each other, and hopefully everybody out there is gaining something out of that. Yeah, and again, it's not necessarily available yet on all platforms. Just give me a cool fighter with a cool engine. It's interesting because on my Xbox account, my true Dad's Gone Bad account, I do have more updated bases as to ship finding, which would be helpful right now. But unfortunately, I have issues, technological issues, tech problems, streaming off of my Xbox. And what I mean by that is that I need to get a mic that it will actually work with. It doesn't play nice with the one I have, which is too bad because it's a good enough mic for what I'm doing. And you know, honestly, the only playing so far that I've done is this stream. I got home, I downloaded the update, fired it up, spent a little bit of time watching some Jason plays to see if I could learn anything about it, so I didn't come into this too cold, and here we are. But you know what I can do, just for hoo-ha's, just because of the Thunder, I don't think you've seen this yet, and I want you to check this out, as well as anybody else who's just joining. Let me into my ship. I need to get into my ship. Let me in. There we go. The update also includes massive visual updates externally as well as internally to the star bases, and they are now procedurally generated. What that means is that they don't all look the same. Check this out. Like, how cool is that? Which looks very wildly different than the one that I was in out in Galaxy 19. Anyway, super cool. Super duper cool. Now it looks like a really cool sci-fi kind of dark, you know, sinister almost. Like, I wonder if the, I didn't get that far in the stream, but I wonder if the pirate bases look different. 100%. Also, because it just flew out, I think, oh no, Nemo's still there. Alright. So again, I'm just going to hang out and wait just a little longer, see if I can get that single engine, and if not, I'm going to bounce to another system, check out another starbase, and see if I can't find a single engine. Big, sorry, I almost left the A-bomb out. Just that big single engine, because again, I really like the look of that. Here comes some ships. Hello, sir. You are a fighter. you got for engine? I already have that engine. I pulled that one already off of basically that ship when it came in before. My guts are telling me I think I should probably bounce to another starbase because I haven't seen a single engine on any of the fighter class in here. I think that just might be the way it's just the way it is in this here system. It's just the way it was. But man, I am super duper overall impressed with this update. And I'm sure that there are many more aspects of it that I'm not aware of. But I was when looking at other people's streams, they were saying that there were graphical updates as well. Not meaning just the actual graphic textures, but that the textures themselves you can view in like metallic mode or something like that. I don't know. It just looks a lot better. So we'll just leave it at that. Big, huge, beautiful update. And last round before I get completely impatient and go to another star system. Looking for the big single engine to add to the ship that I'm going to put together. My very first construction. Fighter? Firefighter. Show me your engine. Oh boy. Alright. We're gonna bounce out to another one of my bases. Where is it? There it is. Now it does seem that it is standardized that the portal and the trade terminal are both in the central location here, which is pretty cool. Alright. Now, because I seem to be doing so well in Viking systems, man. There we go. Let's jump out here. That's not a Viking system. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna jump out there just to any random old base this time. Now, I totally agree. I totally agree with Andy there. Like there's like every bit of it. Like for the first like 15 minutes I was playing, I was just like, oh wow, look at this, wow, look at that, and you know, that's just the topical stuff. That's just stuff you see, like the stuff under the hood. Like, oh man, they really took this game up a notch with this update, and I have to say I'm super impressed, especially if you stack it up with all the recent updates. It's like, wow, this game has really become quite the game. It's come on strong. I mean, I've been playing for about 5-6 years now, and you know, and I made it through when it was just really like, okay, there really isn't that much to do in this game. And now there is. There's so much to do in this game. And now you can build your own ships. And hopefully, very soon, I'm just looking for a few more parts to the ship, and I'm going to go ahead and put one together. Because that's what it's about. I want to check it out. And it's a fighter. And again, well, wait till I get to the next starbase, and we'll pick it up where we left off. I really just want to check it out when I get there. I don't want to be halfway through a rant and be like, oh wow, yeah. So, sorry, I get pretty excited. All right, here we go. So we are now somewhere else. We are back in Ice and Tam, and we are in another starbase. Check this one out. Much more of a triangular sort of a launch bay to it. Excellent. Very, very gray. Lots of grays in here and blacks, which is great. I'm guessing there might be some sort of a turquoisey, greeny. I can see some green here. Anyway, I have some problems seeing some of the purpley blue colors, but so far so good. We're here. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and camp for a second, a couple of minutes here, see what comes by. Looking for fighters, different parts that we might be able to pull off of any of the fighters we find here. Whoa, whoa, or get run over by a shuttle. You know, whatever seems to happen first. Alright, I don't really want the shuttle, so I'm just going to overlook that. Let's see what we got coming in. Shuttle, explorer, no, show me your fighters. Must see what you have for fighter. That's interesting. Huh. Weird. Interesting engines on that one. I still want to stick to my guns on the single engine design though. It's too bad though that you can't like sort of put the. I mean, I understand why you can't, but be interesting to put like the engine array of a shuttle on. Whoa, wait a second. It's Explorer, too bad. Like those kind of look like TIE fighter wings there, almost. Very excellent if there were. Come on, everybody, come on by. Looking for fighter parts here. That's specifically that single engine. Hey, Blake Hatch. How you doing, man? And welcome aboard. Happy Wednesday night. And checking out the Orbital update. And right now I am in the tail end of gathering up some parts to build my very first ship, which is one of the big features of this update, is that you can build your own ships by disassembling other ships. And there's certainly some rules about that. One of the rules being that it cannot be a solar ship or a interceptors. So you cannot. It's a triple engine. Bummer. I'm looking for the single engine here. That's why I'm kind of running around looking at all the ships here. But you cannot harvest components, so to speak. I guess that's sort of a loose way of putting it, to build your ships out of interceptors or solar ships. So, and apparently you can only build fighters, haulers, explorers. I think. I'll double check that. It might be shuttles. But anyway, there's only 3 types of ships you can actually construct at the moment. I suspect that they're going to go ahead and add more to that later. But also the other big thing is check out the interior of the starbase. It's all different. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And they're all different, procedurally generated now. So again, we've gotten away from the big sort of blocky, QE, like, okay, this is, basic geometry, to wild sci-fi looking cool stuff. And that is absolutely cool. That guy's been sitting there for a while. You know what, we really haven't seen very much as far as fighter types in here yet. I know they cycle through, so they'll come in waves, so we should see explorers, and then haulers that should cycle back, and then fighters, shuttles, explorers, and then haulers again. Now, here comes a fighter. Cool. Let's check you out. Oh! There's the engine I want. Yep. Okay, my fighter. Look at this thing. That's actually pretty cool as it is. But it will be fun to put together my first ship using that engine. So I think I have all the rest of the parts I need. Merchant's D. Alright, sir. You don't mind, but I'm going to buy your ship. The grand experiment is about to begin. Make an offer on a life form starship. Yes, please. B class. Okay, it's going to cost me a little more. That's fine. Let's negotiate the price. 6,850,000. No problem. Thank you. Now, if you haven't seen this before, we're going to run to the back of the starbase, and this apparently is where they have them so far in the 4 starbases I've been in. So the ship construction area is in the back. And a quick note, because this is something that I found myself asking a couple times, is that you're going to need to have a core for your ship, and to do that you need to go to the Starship Merchant. Not the exosuit guy, the Starship Technology guy. Wherever he's hiding. He's probably down below, and I just walked right. But no, he's over here. So sorry to be iterative for those of you that have been hanging, but this is kind of important. So in the process of building your own ship, you need to talk to the Starship Technology guy. And there are 4 new technologies added, and they're always going to be up top. These are super duper important. Now, ignore the names you see here on the screen. Don't know what the right names are, but it's going to be something like Core, if I had to make a guess. And it's going to be C class, B class, A class, and S class. And this will determine the class of your ship. The trick is, you got to buy them with nanites. Now, apparently my standing isn't quite as good with the Gek as it is with the Vy'keen. So, for example, I bought the S-class core in a Vy'keen system for like 2,900 nanites. And apparently the Gek, they like me, but they don't like me as much. So they're taking off 7,000, and it's leaving me at a cost of 4,200. Not bad, but I already bought it cheap. That's why I wanted to get to a Vy'keen system. But don't really care because I already got the part. And everything is different. The colors are all different here too. I love it. So let's go ahead and scrap this ship because I want that engine. Definitely want that engine. Hello, engine. Here we go. And again, if this is your first time seeing this, they added a new category here. I don't know what it's really called, but on mine it says UI salvage option, or opt. And you have the same old option of being able to claim the whole ship worth scrap, or you can do the UI cost salvage prods. Whatever it says, it's not going to say that for long, I'm sure. And so bang, let's do that. And then you have 3 different categories. You can salvage either the cockpit module, the wing module, or the engine module. And for this one, I want the engine module. So let's take it. Bang. Yay. Alright. Now, I have enough parts that I can actually put together a ship. I want to do it. So here we go. Let's roll on over to this. The UI build a ship label L. Sorry, and apparently this is only on the PlayStation 4, and no one might, like, it's only on my machine that it's doing this, but whatever. You know, it's not going to stop the show, so let's do it. So, if this is your first look at it, this is where you build the ships, and there's 4 different categories that you can sort of have options with, and I'm hoping that in the future they have more, much like what Andy was saying earlier, and I totally agree with him. It'd be cool if they gave you more options. Although it's great, you can do body, you could do core, you can do wings, and you can do engine, and I'll show you that in a second. But wouldn't it be super cool if you just had some more options? But anyway, here we go. It's a great start for now, and I'm super happy with it, so I'm not complaining. I want to start with the core. Now, I already went ahead and bought one, and it's got the super awesome text on it. It is UI ship core S name L. Okay, anyway, I'm putting it in. There we go. So again, you get the core from the Starship Technology Merchant. Now let's cruise over to the ship input body. I have 2 choices. By the way, that is a train going by. Hello, train. Goodbye, train. So I have 2 options here. They're very, very similar. This one here is much more of the, it's probably hard to see, but it looks like the nose and cockpit of like the Viper from Battlestar Galactica. And this one has the longer nose, like those sort of racer types. So for now, I think I'm gonna go with the longer nose racer type. Then we already know what we want for the engine, so let's just go ahead and do that. I want that big single engine there. And then the wings. What do we have for wings? Alright, this isn't going to be super spectacular, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it because I want to build the ship. And check it out. Once you load in all 4 of those components that you need for it, it pops open the color options. Mine says UI ship underscore texture underscore option. Awesome. Now here also you have another option. This is that you can choose to do matte colors, or hold on, let me turn this around here. Metal. So let's do the metal. See how that changes things. And maybe it's not going to change. Oh, it does. Oh, that's sick. Right, so let's switch again. Matte or metal? Metal. Way to go. Way to go. Now, I generally like the black and white design, but that red is pretty cool. Is there black in it? Dark purple, dark blue, light gray. Black is just not an option. Okay. So I'm going to stick with the white on the base. What does it look like if I just go all white? Is there still enough definition to it with all the black features there? The outer panels are black. That is really cool looking. And there's a logo on it. Excellent. The dark appearance change is a little bit in the way there. I agree with Jason on that. Alright, so now let's mix it up a little bit. Let's say we want a dark yellow in there. It wraps up around the engine. Interesting. We'll go with the dark red instead. I like that better. Alright, we're going to do that. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I could be happier, so let's try to get happier. No, that is too dramatic. That is too audacious. Let's go back to the white. It seems that the secondary color seems to take up more than the primary color by far. dark gray. I'm gonna stick with the white. All right, I like this. Now, apparently, it doesn't cost you anything to assemble it either. That's cool. Can I change the name, or do I have to wait till I build it? All right, folks, here we go. My very, very first ship. And what's wrong with this? Invalid. No, wait, it gave me some sort of an error. It puked on me. And now it's going to let me do it. Okay, now again, this isn't anything super duper special, but it is my first ship. So, alright, UI build ship accept. I accept it. And voila! I have a new ship, an S-Class. It didn't give me any assessed value of it, but it did start me off with some technologies, including a Q-Fields S-Class shield module. That's cool. Photon cannon, deflector shield. Oh wait, and wait. Do I get S-Class? Sorry. Supercharged slots. 2 of them unlock to start. You know what? I'm just let's put our photon cannon there. Oh wait, I can't do that from this menu here. What is this asking me to do? Do I not have an open ship slot? Swap or add? Add. Sorry, there's so much bizarre text going on here. This is super hard to read. UI built ship accept add. Yes, I accepted. I added. Thank you. But it's not going to get in here, right? Oh, it is. Really? Am I inside of my spaceship? No. No, I didn't think so. I was going to say it's not going to let me get in it right there. However, I just made it a cool ship, and so I want to check it out. Let's summon it. It's already here. Where are you, ship? Hello, ship, where are you? Am I now shipless because I built that? Wait a minute, where are you? That's a little weird. It's saying it's back there, so I guess I can get in it back there. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. That's a little rough. Do I fly it out? Alright, folks. We get to see me wreck a starbase trying to get my ship out of here. Okay, I guess you can fly it out of here. Alright, so I was just being a dum-dum. That happens. Alright. Cool. I have built my very, very first spaceship. And it's garbage, but that's okay. I dig it. I love that big-ass engine. It's just nicely rotating there. Ooh. Alright. Let me take a picture of it. Let's put the sun. Where do I move the sun? Move sun R3. There we go. Excellent. Again, my very first ship I've ever built in No Man's Sky. Thank you, Orbital Update, for allowing me to do so. This is something we can all do now at the new starbases. Dang, that thing is cool. So cool, in fact, that if I'm going to take a snap of it, let's go ahead and pull out of here a little bit so we get the whole thing in view. And just everything is excellent about it. There's the one of the new starbases. They look fantastic. Everybody definitely jump in and play. It's fantastic, and you can make your own ships, and it definitely puts a whole bunch of interesting new emphasis on being like ship hunting. Like, it's actually a thing again, and that's cool because, you know, a lot of us have already done that, and if you're new to the game, it's definitely a fun thing to do, finding ships. And maybe that's something I should do, is to show you guys different ways to find ships. Yeah, but it's yours, no mortgage. Thank the maker. Last thing I need is another mortgage. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like, it feels like, you know, kind of a little racer to me. But the fact that I built it just makes me so happy. I wonder if it's worth anything. Huh. You know what? Just for hoo-ha's, I'm gonna go fly back to the starbase and see. Hello, starbase. God, look at that thing. That is so gorgeous. just out of curiosity, I'm going to see what it'll offer me to scrap it. Not that I'm going to scrap it, I'm just curious. Oh, God, this is gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. Way to go. Way to go, Hello Games. You have done such good for this game. Oh, man. Oh, you see that pulse of, like, energy just shot down the center of the ceiling? That was cool. All right. Just out of curiosity, after all of that work, because this was a very, well, not very expensive, but an expensive ship to put together, because I just went ahead and bought the ships that I like the pieces and parts for. Come on, keep moving. Run. So this little experiment here has been rather costly, but that's okay, because I'm going to get way into this. I just really want to get a ship going here. Salvage options. Here we go. 4 million. Oh my gosh. So I guess the rule here is that ships that you build are not going to be very worth it to scrap. But that's okay. So if you're building the ships, then build the ship you want and like it. But yay. Alright. I am so glad that they have added this to the game. That is something that so many of us have been wanting for so long. I am excited. Look at that. I built that. I built that. I built that. I built that. Oh yeah, I got the 99s on it too. That was a thing. I don't know what that thing was, but that was a thing to somebody. Oh come on, get that name tag off of there so I can see. 99s. And I can rename my ship. Wait. Not my multi-tool. My ship. There we go. Excellent. Let's come up with some sort of a name for this thing. How about I'm just gonna start putting in letters and see what comes up. Gastro. The the gastroenterology. No, but let's call it the gas. No, gastro makes it sound like it's got a stomach problem. How about the I am so bad with names right now. I'm just going brain dead with it. We'll call it brain damage. There we go. We'll just shorten it up to brain dam. There we go. Yay. And again, it's got 2 S-Class slots on it already unlocked. I assume that if I were to unlock it more, that it would have more. But I'm not playing this in creative mode, so I'm not going to go ahead and experiment with that. But I love this. I mean, look at the textures and everything. Like this thing, it's all, oh man, I didn't even notice that before. It's like super scuffed up. Texturing is just fantastic on this thing. Like it's seen better days. It's been through some stuff. This ship looks like it's been in some battles or flown by a apprentice pilot very low through the forest. It's just a little bit beaten up around the edges, and I like that. I really like that. I suppose, by way of comparison, because I don't remember the other ships looking like that. Let's get over and take a look. See, these ships aren't all scuffed up and beat up. They're all nice. I like my ship better. All right, wait, there is a little bit of scuff on this guy, a little bit of rust. Okay, all right. Won't be the first time that I've got landed on in this game. Yay, brain down. Love it. Excellent. One careful owner, indeed. Definitely used it to go bushwhacking for sure. Yeah, I used it as a crop duster back on Tatooine, hunting wombats or mall rats or whatever the heck they were. Mall rats. Yeah, you know, I love Star Wars, but sometimes, you know, I remember things wrong. I guess that's part of being old, but it is what it is. You know, should I do a hauler? The thing is that I like my hauler, and I don't really want any more, so it's not necessary. Although this, you know what? No. Do I have a slot to buy this? Because he's got an engine, and I like that big engine, and I know I'm going to build another fighter, so. I wonder, can I scrap the ship I just built and get a part from it? I don't know. First of all, let's see if I have a slot open, because I like that engine, and I want another one. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to have to get rid of another ship. Which is fine. So, alright, let's do that. Let's go ahead and summon a different ship and get rid of it, because I know that there's others. So, just a quick hoo-ha about it. This is the one and only hauler that I have maintained. And the reason I did is I just liked everything about it. It had the wings that I like, and the engines that I like too. So I like it. You know? So I'm like, no, I'm going to keep that. But let's see here. Javelin I want to keep. I'm keeping all my exotics. I want to keep my living ship. What are you? Oh yeah, I'm keeping you. That's my squid ship. Here. But I think I have some still another Sentinel ship that I can open up a slot with. Brain damage. There you are. Body switchblade I'm keeping. That is my starborn runner. So you, this guy. Ooh, don't really want to get rid of you, but I like the switchblade better, and there's no reason to have a whole bunch of these things. Come on, let me in. I'm just gonna fly out just to really see if I really want to part with this. Nah, I don't really want to part with this. This is pretty cool. Class you, B class, but I'm gonna part with you anyway. It's alright, I need to open up another ship slot because I'm going to play the ship game a little more. But I'm also going to go ahead and explore another starbase or two and try to gather up some more ship parts. Because tonight is that night. Oh man, look at this. I love the coloring on this side, on the outside there too, the reds and the blues. This is such a fantastic update, guys. I'm just super stoked. It's just cool. Everything looks very, very cool. Alright, so I want to ditch the ship, and then I want to go to another starbase, another system. And it behooves me to wonder, should I bother going by a pirate starbase? I don't recall if they said that those are updated or not, but it's worth checking. Once I scrap this guy. So, UI salvage opt. Sorry, I'm just absolutely picking on the fact, if you can see the actual text here, everything new that they updated is glaringly obvious. Oh. Claim scrap worth 34.5 million. Okay. Two living ships, you say? Well, my favorite type of ship is the exotics, like those guppies, and I have something like 4 or 5 variations of it, so I definitely get it. But I mean, this is the kind of game where, you know, it's a ships game. Of course we have to be a little bit crazy about our ships. Yes, yep. Scrap away. Alright, done. Now I have an open ship slot. Alright, and now, just to test my theory, you know what, I'm going to fly it. I don't need to. Yes, we're going to go in pirate killer. No, we don't want to do that. We want to be in a ship that actually can defend itself in case I run into some business there. And I'd take my new ship, but it is so not armed. Oh yeah, no, 12 ships is not even close to enough. First off, let me just make sure where I am. Ladies and gentlemen, I am in Isentam. Yes, in fact, the sector I'm in, Kadavan, I don't know if any of you recognize this from a previous video, but this is the sector where the derelict freighter mission spawns the SS Mobar, aka S-class freighter technologies. Interesting. So that's where we're at. However, we don't need to be here right now. So let's get out of here. Let's get out of town. And to test the theory, we are looking for a pirate system. Let's see what the star bases look like there. And all of these should be pirate systems. Oh, that's right. No. They should not be pirate systems because I'm in not the same galaxy I thought I was. We'll find one though. There we go. Okay, what do we got here? Pirate system. Ewi Yorkin. Alright. It is a Viking system. I like that. And it's pirate controlled. So let's do it. Off to check out the pirate system. But man, yeah, they should definitely spin that open to like say 20, maybe 20 ships. Because I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't. I mean, we can't already have them all in our freighter showing at the same time anyway, so why not just open it up? But I definitely just tested the max there, so they didn't up it during this update, so we know it's still 12. But it would be cool if we could have more than 12 ships. It would be so cool if we could have more than 12 ships. But anyway, rolling along here. So I am now going to a pirate system to see if there's any differences in the pirate starbase, because I didn't tune into this part when I was looking before, because before I logged on tonight, I did check out a little bit of Jason Plays, because his stuff's just pretty cool. It's a good resource, highly recommend. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, sort of shamelessly plugging him, but his stuff's good. Ew. Well now, guess we got a little bit of business to take care of here. So let's take care of this pirate dreadnought first. Closer, let's see what I want. Past it. Slow down. Cyclotron Ballista is, I would say, probably my most amped up weapon on this. Again, on this ship, I didn't really try to go for DPS hardcore, because I just cycle my weapons. However, on my Xbox, I did start poking more around with ramping up my DPS on my Infra Knife, which I got up to actually over 60,000. Turns out that's quite the weapon to have. Slow down, slow down, slow down. No, don't want the positron ejector. Now, another thing that I've learned, I don't know if I've shown this in previous videos, but I love it. They're like, no, you can't do that. We're going to have to ram you. Send in the fighters to ram that guy. But all you need to do, technically, is just shoot all the fuel rods in the ship's motors and we'll see. And I can just, I'm going way too slow. I'm taking some dad speed tonight. But it's a Wednesday. No rush. Infra Knife. Let's just blow that thing up. Alright, I think I got that whole canal, so I'm just going to scoot out to the other one, bounce off the floor a little bit, heal up my shields, and come around to finish up this assault. I'm going to slow down because I want that fuel rod to pop up before I continue on here. Alright, there we go. So now I want the fuel rod, give me the fuel rod. Awesome. I wonder if they're going to go ahead and bump me again, because I thought that was kind of... This was my own ship to bump me. That would be funny. It was my own ship. This guy should surrender. Let's get the last bit of business taken care of here. Must miss something somewhere. Alright, let's burn some rubber over to the other canal. Channel, whatever you want to call it. The Death Star Trench. Let's see what I missed. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Come on. Stay on target. Stay on target. There we go. Board to negotiate terms. Well, I think my terms are I want it destroyed. So, let's just start grinding away. Bang, 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 bang. And this is probably where I wish I had upgraded my ship's weapon systems a little better. Because I would be doing a lot more damage and this would go a lot faster. Now, something that I've sort of said in each of my last few streams is that I have seen ships with their DPSs up over 100,000 and these freighter fights go fast. Boom. Bye. But, unfortunately, you will not be able to get a cargo bulkhead from the civilian freighter, assuming that it didn't blow up, which I think it did not. But it served as a grand distraction for someone like me who goes down rabbit holes, and then, well, I'm senile, so I forget things, and it's like, oh, what was I doing? Oh, yes, 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 we need a starbase. Yes, Jeffrey, there we go. And just to triple check that. I believe you can land at him, but he will not offer you a reward, although you can choose to purchase it. But why would I possibly want to choose that when I have the biggest, awesomest version of it already? So, off to the starbase we go. Oh. Guess what didn't get an update? Guess what didn't get... Alright. So, I think it's safe to say that the pirate systems, for whatever reason, did not get that same visual update. Which is fine. Good to know. Very good to know. Well, it does look all beat up. That's kind of cool. But, no. Alright. Fair enough. Well, alright, I'm just going to go in there. No, I'm not going to go in there because hell yeah, I'll pop the portal. Nope. I want to pop the portal. Let's do it the right way. Bring in a real freighter. Go and hop in. Alright. So I guess the question is new ship hunting? I don't know. I have so many credits that it almost seems like it's not worth it to do that, at least right now. Oh, the abandoned ones didn't either? Oh, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. So apparently, all right. So apparently for right now, pirate systems and abandoned starbases did not get the upgrade facelift that all the other starbases did in the Orbital update. Interesting. But that's still something like 11 trillion starbases. That's a lot. That's a lot of starbases. Ew, and I do have frigate fleet missions which do need to be downloaded, but we will cross that bridge a little later. So take another quick look at my bases here. As I said, I do believe I did plop some down and somewhat early on near some crashed ships, so bear with me. You know, one of these days I should do a video and go over some of my bases, because some of these bases are pretty cool, and I had some help with some of them back in the day when I first started playing. For example, this one here, the Pagawa Agricultural Research Facility. It's actually 3 of us that made it, and it was super cool. Pelagia Spaceport, that's another one. Oh, wait, I think that might have been a ship one. But I thought I had named one very specifically for this. Jugathan, Ammonia, Mesa Starport. I think I only really triggered that one because it was in an interesting location. Ruby Basic, so Frost, Crystal Farm. Yeah. As I said, I think I have some interesting bases, but I mean, not interesting like you would see on the community boards, but abandoned ones are based on original space station when the game first came out. So says Jason. So saith Jason. Well, you know what? I think he's right. Jason Plays definitely rocks. His stuff is just great. Absolutely great. And I would say that it was him that partially inspired me to do No Man's Sky streaming and videos. Because it was like, man, this is just a really cool game. Continuing to look for bases, specifically ones that I had dropped that are at crashed ships, so I can possibly get a freebie out of here. Undersea Fighter Crash Base. Let's check that out. That seems promising. It looks like I built myself quite the heck of a base there, so alright. And I think this base is about 2 years old, maybe older than that, or at least I was there 2 years ago, so maybe it's only been 2 years since I've been there. But it should have a crash ship, and that might be kind of fun. Let's see if it has any cool parts, because I really don't remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a 5 or 6 year old drop. And while we're passing through space, a refreshing ginger ale, which will probably kill my stomach, but whatever. Whew. Effervescent. I've got to love it. Alright, so again, we're checking out the Orbital update, and I am heading out to a place where I know there's a crashed ship, crashed fighter, and I don't remember what it looks like. This has been so long, so I'm going to go check it out, see if there's any interesting parts on it. And if there are, I will go ahead and fix it up and bring it to a starbase and scrap it for parts for another new ship. Now, I'd already built my very, very first ship that you can now build as of the Orbital update. Oh, wow. Alright, so let's see what we got here. By the way, it's underwater. I do like the wings. That's kind of cool. The triple engine seems to be ridiculously common, and the cockpit doesn't really, not super duper. Those wings aren't particularly rare. But welcome to my undersea base. Yeah, I mean, this is about as minimal as it gets. I'm just going to pop in here for a sec so that I can sort of look around without, you know, dying. This was just a very, very early on fighter that I had found. There's a cargo drop. Oh wait, I should check this out because, as I recall, there might be some new stuff here. I think that they had changed around how these guys, they changed these around a little bit, I think. Alright, so damaged machinery. Alright, let's get rid of that there living slime. Don't need any of that. Let's clean this up so we can see what's inside. This might be the wrong thing that I'm thinking about. It is. Alright, so I just got some nanites out of it, which is nothing new there, but still cool. And I think I have my Atlas pass. I do. So it's worth it to search around stuff. Bang. Alright, let's see what's in here. Alright, nothing particularly crazy or new there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and boogie and get out of town. Why does that still have a marker on it though? Can I do more there? No. Alright. So again, this is one of my earliest bases, so I didn't really care too much about doing any sort of crazy design to it. Just really see, as you can see over there, if you didn't know, you can build solar panels and batteries underwater. You can even build landing pads underwater. So you can do a lot underwater. You just got to kind of be patient about it. Ah, you went to the butterfly base. Yeah, right. Okay, a lot of potential there, but nope. All right. Well, you know what? I don't need to warp to another system quite yet. All I really need to do is hop into my spaceship, fly up from the ocean, go to the starbase. New planetary record, hottest planet. Excellent. Yeah, that totally stunk. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute because I have to revel in that memory for a second. That butterfly base, that was just such a problem because it kept spitting us out in the basement. You couldn't get out. You couldn't get out. You couldn't get out. You couldn't get out. Which kind of stunk. So that's something I'm just going to keep in mind for my future builds. Is that I haven't really run into that problem too much in my builds, but I have, but not quite that bad. I can usually at least find some way out. But sorry, Andy. Sorry you had to go through that. But I guess that's a good confirmation that there is a bit of a wonkiness to that particular base. Just spaceport. That's right. Because I went house when I was initially building bases, sort of way back in the day. I developed certain star systems because I was like, okay, I need to have an Indian base, a Paraffinium base, a Salt base, whatever the case may be. And so I spent time making sure they had all of those. Uh-oh. Station authorities. What the heck? Clear to proceed. Apparently, I have found my way to a black hole. Did not know there was one in this system, but apparently there is. Let's just double check to make sure that I'm not just losing my mind. No, I'm losing my mind. There's not supposed to be a black hole here. I'm confused right now as to what exactly is going on. Is there a starbase right behind this black hole? Oh, did I just totally mess up at a total opportunity? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I should have gone through whatever that was. Oh my god. Alright, well, whatever. Opportunity has passed. I'm not going to cry about it. But yes, look at this starbase. This one's very different than the others. Love it. Just love it. Starbases look sci-fi-y now. Very cool. These cool like reactor gizmos on the end here. Oh man. That is excellent. this one's a different shape than the other ones I've been in. Excellent. Again, procedurally generated. Yeah, that was weird, right? So there are going to be differences. Star bases are supposedly now unique. May only be little tweaks that are different, but they are different. This one, color scheme wise, is a little different. I can see some oranges here, some blacks, and this sort of this X-type paneling, like all the way up and down, very grid-like. All those girders up top. Man, this is a very cool looking base. I love it. They made them larger. That is good. It's very good. Interesting ship. Don't want any parts of that. Don't care for that cockpit. Don't care for the wings, and I don't care for the engine. Nope. All right. Not something I want. There's another sort of interesting looking big engine fighter. Ooh, does it have 3 or is that kind of 1? Are those engines on the wings? I do not know. Let's check it out. Pretty sure I have plenty of enough money for all of this. I have $4,263,000,000. Yeah, we're good. B class. I think those engines are just on the wings. Let's go ahead and get it though, because I want that big single engine. I can just buy it. I don't have to trade in a ship. Yay! 6.8 million. Not a big cost. Let's go ahead and scrap her. Run backwards just to see what's coming in. Okay. Nothing terribly important there. Again, the different colors, the black and orange back here. This is a very cool one. I like the space station. Alright, come on. Give me the banner. Hello, panel. There we go. And I'm going to do UI salvage opt. I have not gone total pirate. Hold on, let me think about that. Actually, hold on, let me just finish this so I don't screw it up. And then we'll talk about it. I have not gone total pirate yet, meaning that I haven't gone into a system and just trashed every like the freighter and destroyed everything. But if I were, the trick is to actually do it in a pirate system so that you don't trigger out on Sentinels, because that just becomes a bummer. I mean, unless you want to fight Sentinels. I have shot a civilian freighter before, so and and got myself in a little bit of trouble, but I didn't really fall through with it, tried to blow it up. But I did shoot out the cargo pods on a freighter once, just to see what it'd be like. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a super easy way to get some materials there. And it was cool that you can actually see the material inside of the cargo pod on a freighter if you get up nice and close to it before you shoot it. So it's like, oh, okay, you get to sort of dabble your toes in the water before you jump in. I liked that. So, but no, I have not. But I have often thought to myself, I'm the most dangerous pirate in this system. Anytime I go into a pirate system, I feel like, kind of feel like that. However, yes, I have thought about it. And it's kind of funny to me because on my PlayStation account, I kind of played the good cop, and then my Xbox, I kind of played the bad cop. So I think that that's probably where I would be more likely to go ahead and just unleash the dark side upon the galaxy. I wish I liked the shuttles, I just don't. It would also be cool if they gave us even like a new ship chassis or something like that, or something just a little different that we could build on, like a unique platform or body or something. I think that would be really cool. Absolutely. Man, I'm really marveling at these star bases. Like they went from what we just saw in a pirate system, like kind of geometrical and not really a whole lot going on, to wow, look at all the detail, look at the size, it's just fantastic. Now, I have been noticing a lot of similarities in the sense, so they're not like wildly different than each other, but they are different by far. Like the launch tubes look different, the color schemes are different, but it does seem that, sort of looking backwards here, that the same sort of layout with all the techs, the technicians is more or less similar to the different to each other or the star bases. So it's a new design, but it's not radically different. So they're not like, say, putting technicians over here on a different platform or over there on a different platform. They're all more or less still grouped in the back. That's an interesting one. Like the engine, like the wings, kind of. Not super crazy about the wings, but not bad. Oops. All right. Let's get that one going out here. Oh God, yeah, right, Andy. Like, definitely, um, definitely, and that's something that I noticed right away in the Jason Plays stream too. He was commenting on that there was always this sort of clipping thing. Like anytime I was playing one of my exotics that had like a tall post on it or something like that, it would literally be like clipping through the ceiling when you're launching. I'm like, that doesn't look right. So they definitely had a lot of the right ideas. I think when they put this update through, is to like, okay, let's make it look bigger, let's make it look more realistic, and let's make it look really sci-fi. Yes, finally, like the geometric shapes are cool and everything. And I suppose, how are you going to address having 11 trillion star bases? I don't know, make them procedurally generated. Works for me. Definitely a vast improvement in my opinion. Again, I could just sit here and marvel at this all day. I'd have to whip out the thesaurus to keep it interesting, I think. But nonetheless, all right, what's this guy coming in here? That looks like a fighter. I like the wings. Oh, I'm probably going to buy that one just for the wings. Those are the wings on the crash ship, but yeah, I want that wing set. And this is what it's about. So now, granted, if you have a lot of money, I suppose this is a good way to do it. And if not, maybe the hard way, where you're like, okay, I'm going to buy maps to find crash ships, or use your Nautilian scanners, which also can locate crash ships. Yeah, we're going to negotiate the price. Yeah. I'm going to buy your A class for 11,400,000 credits. Why not? Immediately go trash it. Oh, there's another one with the same wings right behind it. Cool. And again, depending on the system you're in, the general design features of the ships will be the same in that system. So in other words, you will find fighters that have this type of wing set on them in this system often, we'll say, which is cool. So ships are unique unto their, or I'm saying unique, but unto their own system. Salvage options. I don't know how many parts I have. Do I actually have enough to make a second ship already? I mean, I probably do, but this time I'm going to be a lot more picky. I want the wings off this guy. So again, going through those menus, that's all you really do is you go to the ship salvager, and there's new menus there that you can sort through, and you can pull off components for each of your ship. I'm sorry, for one component for each ship that you scrap. And so, for example, here are those wings that I just got. Put that down at the bottom there. And I have other parts in here that I could sort through. Like here's that Viper nose cone. Put that down there. Very cool. Might be it. I don't think I have any more parts hanging out because I really burned them out to make the first ship that I made. And yeah, that is accurate. Okay. So, oh wait. The rabbit hole. Alright, so I have a body, I have wings, I just need an engine. No, and I have the engine right there. I could technically build another ship right now, but it would be more or less a variant of the same ship I just built. And I'd like to kind of get away from that. I'd like to go and say, okay, I want to put something a little different. Which would say that I probably should go to a different system in order to do that. Sorry, just checking in on everything here. Alright, we're good. So, let's go back to the portal and see what I've got. I know I have more ship bases than that. I'm just sort of checking things out. So I think, alright, time to hunt for ships. I like that idea. It's just been so long since I've actually done that, and I like that this is putting it back on the radar as an actual thing to do. Like, ship hunting is now on the radar again. And if you're ever looking for ships, you can always go to the coordinate exchange, the No Man's Sky coordinate exchange on Reddit. and pretty much search for pretty much anything that you can think of. It's probably there. I have found a fair amount of things there, and also ideas to do videos, for example. Because every time I go there, I go down rabbit holes like, oh my god, that's cool, I should go find that, or oh, that's cool, I should go find that. So it's always a good time when I go there. It's just hard to get out of there without finding a million things that I want to do. You know, this Vulcan trading outpost keeps popping in my head, so I'm going to go ahead and pop over there. I'm pretty sure I did put that base there for the very exclusive purpose of finding ships. And I know that I have several of these trading outpost bases where exotics pop. But back in the day, I didn't really have my act together so much as to label them correctly. Never thought I was going to be making a YouTube channel or YouTubing this sort of thing, right? So I was like, okay. So this might be a little bit of sort of hunting around to find the right one, if you follow me there. But it would be very cool to actually find an exotic one, because I could farm a few of those too. But that's not going to help me in this new ship construction, because as we said before, we know that Sentinel ships, you cannot get components for ship construction off of those, or solar ships, or the exotics, so, or the Starborn Runner, that you can't get anything off of it useful for ship construction, although you can get obviously parts for it that you can sell, components from it that you can sell, but you cannot construct anything with it. So again, we're looking for your average fighters, or not average, but fighters and shuttles, that's what I was trying to say, and haulers. Explorers and haulers. Fighters, explorers, haulers. Fighters, explorers, haulers. Those are the three kinds of ships you can build. No, squids too, can't do those. Okay, Vulcan, here we go. And you want to always, whenever you sort of beam in, it's really pay attention to the first wave of ships that come in. Oh, dang, now I remember why I built this thing here. It's got volcanoes. And those volcanoes actually explode, actually erupt. How cool is that? But the real question is, do they also have cool ships here? And because everything is so red, I can't even really tell what color they really are. A-class. B-class. Is that a traveler? Oh my gosh, I think that might be the first time I've really actually noticed a traveler at a trading outpost. What is a fighter? Oh, look at those flat wings, that's kind of neat. Don't really want it, but... Oh, but that engine, I do want it. I want your ship, sir. Give me your ship. Come on. Let me buy your ship. Don't flake out on me, I want your ship. Make an offer on your ship. Let me just really make sure I want this ship and what for. The engine, look at that with all the tubing and the hoses. Hopefully that translates, because I really want that. That's a cool engine. Add to collection. Well, bang. Thank you. Alright. Cool. Hard color for me to see, but it still looks cool. Jay, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome aboard, Jay. You definitely should play. This is a very, very cool game. It's definitely kind of a chill, relaxed kind of game. It's definitely not a high-stress game unless you really want it to be. But we're checking out a base right now that I had constructed on this trading outpost. And the game itself had recently released today, literally released an update. Oh man, look at this ship. Oh my god, that is so cool. I think I want to buy it. No. I can't be buy happy because I just got my max amount of ships, but I think I would rather have this ship than that ship. Hold on. They just introduced the ability to actually create your own ship in this game, and that literally rolled out today, which is a super cool new feature. You know what? I know the ship pops here, so I don't need to do this. I'm going to go ahead and scrap that ship. So we're just going to leave here. So I had just bought a ship here, and I need to fly up to the starbase to do that. But before I go, I just want to cruise up to the top here. Take a look. I think one of the cool things about trading outposts that I've sort of gotten into is that usually you can perch yourself up on top and just kind of take this rotisserie look around. and see all the different ships. Like that's a solar ship right there. He's cool. But again, this was the feature that brought me to this planet, is these volcanoes. If you were to actually go over to one and kind of hang out at the base of it, the thing will erupt, the ground shakes, and they emit a big burst. It's very cool, extremely cool. And so that is what brought me to this planet. It's not the hottest planet I've been on, but this is a pretty darn hot one. Yeah, so I can come back here if I want, because I know that if I want to get that nose cone or anything like that for parts, that this is a pretty good place to find that style of ship. Again, each system, star system that is, has ships that are rough and designed to that system. So like, for example, this ship here, I just got a ship just like this here, and those ships will spawn in the system regularly, which is very excellent. In fact, that is the ship I just got here. But if we were to stay here for a while and keep looking for ships, you would see another one like it pop. See, you notice how the camera's shaking there? Those are volcanoes. Oh, there we go. Big huge blast of. Oh, I bet it's this volcano. It is this volcano. There we go. See how the smoke's coming out of the top of it up there? I'm close enough to it to trigger it to pop. Yeah. So cool environmentals for a game that is so incredibly vast, boasting something like 11 trillion star systems. Like, this is a pretty darn open world. This is an extremely fun game for sort of taking it easy at dad speed. But it's got everything you want in a combat. If you want to go looking for it, it's here. Alright, let me get out of here. I want to go take this ship that I just bought up to the starbase, and I'm going to peel some parts off of it. Alright, just got to land in. Bang. Alright, I just broke my leg, but whatever, who cares? It'll heal. It's only a flesh wound. So, you pop up into space. What's that? That's the new starbase. Alright, let's check this system's starbase out. How wicked is that? So again, all the way up until yesterday, the starbases were these very rudimentary shapes. Really basic, no really great detail to it, but look at it now. This one is wildly different looking than the others. It almost looks like a Dyson sphere maybe, or something like that. Just love it, with those two big stripes with all that color on it. And they just went from looking so basic to really cool sci-fi kind of look to them. Definitely digging it. Alright, whoa, there we go. This one's got kind of a train tunnel kind of feel to it. Man, everything's super red. This is clearly the red system. Yeah, I kind of got spent on shooters too, especially when they're all basically more or less the same, or pretty darn close, and I don't like the idea of just like, alright, spawn, you die, because some little kid who's 10 years old and cracked out on sugar has a wicked twitch thumb and can outplay me like every day, every time, all the time. Game like this, where it's a super cool community about it, this is a very cool game like that. The people that play this want to play it, you know. It's a great game. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. Alright, so this is what we came back to the starbase for, and this is the new bit, Starship Outfitting. Again, this is part of the new update that came out today. And as I was saying before, on the PlayStation 4, things don't look great, meaning that the text needs to pass, or again, maybe it's my system, I don't know. But it says UA Salvage Opt, which probably should say something a little more like polished, like, yeah, this is where you scrap your ship. UI Cost Salvage Prod. And so you hit that, and now it gives you the options, and this is really what the part of the new update, which is you can either salvage the cockpit, the wings, or the engine of the ship. You can only get one, so you gotta choose wisely, my friend. So I'm taking a quick look here again at this as it separates it out, and hopefully that image in front of me is somewhat accurate. Now, the wings I kind of dig, and the engine I kind of dig. And I can see all the tubing on that engine. I want that engine. Give me your engine. So, bang. I just got the engine out of that. Excellent. Alrighty. And again, everything is super duper red. And because I'm still in the same system as I was down at that trading outpost, you're going to see the same ship designs here at the starbase. So for example, this hauler here, which is very excellent, it's very similar, and maybe this is the system I got my hauler in, because it looks identical to that, or pretty darn close. Um, there we go. Different classes of ships here. The Explorers, which I'm really not fond of. They kind of look goofy. It's like I think they were trying to like get the sort of Slave One kind of feel out of Star Wars, but no, they kind of went wrong. You know, they went a little south with that one there. Yeah, totally went wrong with that, but whatever. Just not a fan of the design. These are kind of cool, but and again, not a huge fan of the design. I'm a big fan of the ships I have. You know, after playing for a long time, you're like, you know, I want to play the ships I have. So yeah, here we go. Looking at these two ships side by side. The one on the right, that green one, that's my ship. One on the left, that is a grayish silver version of it. Very cool. But that is the same ship, so I'm pretty sure, welcome home, that this is the sector that I got my ship in. Excellent. Otherwise, things seem to be a little quiet here right now, which is fine. Fly back on top of the ship. Let's give myself a little bit more of an airborne purchase, or a higher purchase here. High ground. High ground, Highlander. Yeah, you know, I totally agree with you, Thunder. This game does have so much to offer and to do without even having to do a lick of combat. It's just wildly a good game. I like the wings on that one. I do. There is so much to do in this game, and that's the thing of it is like, I have been coming back to this game for 6 years. You know, I've played Ark Survival Evolved, which I love, and I think it's a fantastic game. But it is super grindy. But this is just, I think, a better game. I think it's just less niched. You know, and really, I would have to say about No Man's Sky that the overall galactic size of the game, the ability to literally go where nobody's gone, not to quote Star Trek or get myself in any trouble here, but seriously, 11 trillion star systems, that's pretty wild. And they have spent so much time bringing this game to life and to developing it more and more and more and adding so much detail to it. It's a fantastic game. It's just a fantastic game. You can play it so many different ways. You can play it any way you really want to. You know, like someone was, Andy was saying before, like Arg, or maybe it was Thunder, but you can be a pirate if you want to. You want to play a pirate? Play a pirate. You know, I generally played, I'd say, for the first few years as an industrialist. I built bases, and when I mean bases, I built pretty serious ass bases. Big, huge production bases, because back then, that was a way that you could maximize your money. So it's like, if I have an activated Indian base that produces, I don't know, 150,000 units a day, 150,000 activated indiums a day, and you bring that to a terminal and you can sell that for like, I don't know, 400 million. Yay. So, and I'm a base guy. I like to build bases. I like to build stuff. So, and this game definitely provides you the option to build. It's very satisfying on the build side of things. So again, I find this to be just a fantastic and wonderful game. Absolutely wonderful. And they keep adding to it. I'm going to keep playing it. And I can also say, as you guys have heard me rant on and on about so many times, the player base is just fantastic. The people here are great. Never, not once, run into any hotheads who are just mean or crappy or anything like that. So it's a win. It's a win. I find a lot of people, doesn't matter how old they are or whatever, just decent people. Love it. Alright, I am standing on my starship, literally on my soapbox. Soapboxing, here we go. Oh my gosh, it is getting late, but I think I'm going to play a little bit longer. I'm not quite done with this yet. So, I'm going to go ahead and roll around. What do I want to do? I'm going to go check out another another base, and then the in-system starbase that comes along with it. So, again, looking for bases that I have built, of which feature the possibility of finding cool ships, because I do have a few of those in my inventory or arsenal of bases here. Don't care about the Explorer, so I'm not going to go there. At some point in time, someone else and I had started to build an exo racing course on a planet, exocraft race course, which I may actually show off one of these nights, but you know, we'll see. exotics outpost. Here we go. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah, the thunder, the whole thing. Yeah, building, digging, cooking, exploring, etc. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's so easy to, like, say, come home from work and just unplug. You know, do whatever it is that you like to do to relax, and then just camp out, fire up the game, and pick up where you left off the night before, or maybe go check out a couple of YouTube videos and say, hell, hey, I didn't know that about the game. I'm gonna go check out that, or figure out how to do that, or go build that. So it's just super duper vast, you know. And also, I find that when you do find something really cool, it's a cool feeling, you know. And ever since I've been streaming and doing this sort of thing, it's like, oh wow, like I actually share it with the rest of the world, you know. And sometimes people get pretty excited about that, and that's cool. And it's just so much stuff out there to find, whether it's a random anomaly flying through space, or something nobody else has seen before, or building a base someplace nobody else has seen before, or there's just so much out there, and they just keep adding to it, and trying to really be true to themselves in making things as unique as possible. Like this update, for example, the procedural generation of star bases is just so spot on. Like, that is the vibe of the game. The game is procedurally generated, so I feel like it's just a win. Look at that. I even named the base exotic. Alright, I wonder if I'll find one. And I guess, I suppose the question is, which one is it? I don't think it's one of the just simple guppies, but probably one that has features like nose cones, like the mosquito guppy or something like that. And again, if it doesn't pop right away, it may be a while, so I'm not going to hang too long, but I am going to check out what comes by for fighters. Alright, there we go, up on top of the world. Explorers, haulers. So it's in its hauler wave right now, and generally, in general, if you're doing this sort of camping, you may notice that for the most part it'll cycle in waves. So, like, see how there's one explorer here, but otherwise it's pretty much all haulers. That means it's in hauler mode. Not in hauler mode. What that means is that it's in the cycle of haulers, and generally the exotics are going to spawn with the fighters. So if there is going to be an exotic, and if it is going to pop on this first wave, it should happen real soon. And if not, it could be hours. I've certainly spent more than a night up on top of one of these things, just slowly rotating around, falling asleep, woken up, falling asleep, woken up, just hours and hours. Now, another thing you can do is look at the ships that are flying around, because they will eventually land. Not always, but they usually will, and that'll help. You can see what's incoming. So clearly I missed any sort of first wave excitement. However, I do find that coming through the portals is less likely to trigger that first wave kind of vibe as compared to flying into the trading outpost. Just sort of a rule of thumb. Now that's interesting. It's three of the same hauler. Oh, it literally is. Yuhi's Floating Regret. Oh, and this one's Iobomb's Floating Regret. But if I was building a hauler, this would be certainly a cool place to go. Also to note, I am cooking, meaning that it's 135.7 degrees Fahrenheit here, and all of my technologies in my exosuit are trashed because I have not fixed them since I was galaxy jumping, because I'm so awesome. Yeah, fantastic. Now, what have we got here? Okay, interesting looking fighter. Again, I have the engine type. I don't like the cockpit, and I already have that set of wings, so he's not particularly needed here. Interesting looking. What are you again? You're C-class. Interesting wings. Interesting. Almost looks like a Jedi Starfighter a little bit, and that might be a stretch. Alright, rolling around. Again, this can be a long, laborious process, and I'm not going to keep you guys here while I just literally rotate in circles all night, but I'm going to stay just a little bit longer. I have some faith. That's a nice looking solar ship. S-Class 2514. Excellent. I do find that in systems that do have like the guppies and those exotics, they tend to pop S-class ships a little more often. Now that could just be an observation, and I could be entirely wrong. Of course, now that I say that, of course, all I'm going to see here is C-class ships, but that's the way of things. But, alright, I'm going to just stay here just a little longer, then I'm going to head up to the starbase. Because I want to see the starbase in this system, and then I want to come back here and see if I can't pop an exotic. But, again, through my travels throughout the different systems, I pretty much always go to, or not always, that makes it seem like I do it always, and I don't, that's a fib, but I do go to trading outposts often, because it's more likely, maybe, at least I've found in my experiences, that if there is going to be a rare ship that's going to pop in that system, it's more likely to pop at the trading outpost than the starbase. Again, not always true, but I believe that to be true from my experiences. In places where I've seen, even through the Reddit exchange, the No Man's Sky coordinate exchange on Reddit, sorry, I gotta say it right, and I've gone into systems that purportedly had certain ships, and it was definitely painful to find them, and I had to try all the different tricks, like, oh, okay, I'm going to restore my autosave to try to sort of reignite the waves of ships coming through, and all sorts of different things, flying in and out of the planets, and coming back to them, all kinds of different things. And I was not able to find those ships at different points in time. Fine. Alright. I'm heading back to the starbase. Ooh, it's a coating ship that just flew in. Ow, as I break my leg. That's that nose cone that Jason was all hot and heavy about. The one that he was saying, like, looks like a V6 engine, turbo engine. Kind of cool. Might be worth it to have it. And since I don't have one in my pile of parts, why don't I grab that ship and fly up to the starbase with that? True, very true. Meaning better than in space station or archive. I'm making an offer on your ship. Please don't be S-class. I don't want to pay that much for it. That's a pretty cool looking ship, though. You put a big fat engine on that thing and different wings. That might be kind of fun. So again, we can build ships now. So parts is parts. I'm going to go ahead and collect some more. So I'm going to hop in you and take you right to the starbase and grind you up for parts. Let me in, let me in. I know in my luck I'll miss the exotic. I don't see it there. Alright. Off into space with us. Space station. Outlaw space station. Yeah. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Not exactly the space station I'm looking for. So, let's bounce over to a different star system. Gaffin. Oh yes. It's a funny thing, just a quick note here. This star system, I was poking around it because I built that base there like 5 years ago. It was not a pirate star base back then. Interesting. Not a pirate star base back then. Oh. And of course my hyperdrive is out of fuel. Well, let's just take care of that problem first. It kind of stinks, but alright, whatever. I'm not worried about that. 100%. Yeah, I know. I just wasted a wee bit of hyperfuel, but that's fine. And let's get out of town. Any star system that's not pirate should do just fine. Or not pirate or abandoned. Well, wait. And of course, because this is a new ship, it doesn't have all the beautiful, wonderful upgrades that it should have to be able to get us to different types of systems. In fact, I can't even tell. We're kind of shooting blind here. Hopefully there's a starbase in that system. Can I get part of what? Oh, part of the... I could have, and what I would have to have done was to split the stack apart of the warp hypercores. I just put one in, but I'm kind of being a little lazy, which is fine. Just taking it slow, as I said, dad speed. I can make more of those. In fact, one of these nights, soon, I'm going to have a production night because I'm a little bit low on a few things. And I'm going to burn up a bunch of money upgrading a ship or two. So that's something that I'm going to be doing in the near future. So I may have a grind night where I hang out on my ship, go to all my, on my freighter, go to all my bases, collect up a bunch of stuff, and grind up and make stasis devices like it's nobody's business. But again, for right now, and probably for the next stream or 2 or 3, I'm going to be focusing on elements of this until I get bored of it, or until I dive down a different rabbit hole. But I'm still very, very stoked about this. The Orbital update is great, and it gives me sort of a new sort of thing to look at in Star System, a new shiny thing to focus on and play with. This is a undiscovered star system, a windswept planet named Bible, Buyble, Bibble, Bayubal. All right, Bayubal. I am so bad with names. Ooh, look at this starbase. Is that right? Let's get a little closer. Wicked. So this one, I'd say out of all of them that I've seen so far, still seems to maintain a little bit of that original sort of basic shape, that basic geometrical shape, but then it's got all this cool stuff. Oh, and as I get closer, it's like big armor plates on it, and like a ring on one of the droid control ships from Star Wars, and then these outcroppings of pods and antennae. Oh my god, this is cool. Love it. Let's pop in. We've got a ship to dismantle. Oh, and this thing's at an angle. Oh, I love it. Oh, excellent. Oh, this ship? Yes. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh, interesting. The wings are different. I wonder if it differentiates the wings on this one. You see how there's this sort of like little R2-D2 kind of thing sticking out of the right side here. Take a look at it. See how there's this droidy looking thing up here? Which makes this wing different than that wing, which doesn't have it. I don't know. Let's go check out the scrapper, see what it has to say. Otherwise, I'm looking for the nose cone, but let's first go to the UI salvage opt. Oh boy, I really hope they fix that. UI cost salvage prods. Nope, it does not differentiate the wings, so it's either one or the other or both as a set. I do not know. But what I do know is I want that big old nose cone there. So let's take that. Thank you. Component awarded. Now I remember Jason was all kinds of crazy about it. Is that the hot rod nose or? Let's see. Oh, I guess I'll never know because the text in mine is all screwed up. So this is called the UI Fighter Cock AC name. Okay, whatever. We'll move you down there. So this would be interesting. I have that big long nose cone that I like with the engines that are sticking out. I have the big huge engine that has the extra tubing up on the top there, which is very cool. So I just need to find some wings I like. I don't know if I really want these, so we'll see. But yes, you can definitely pull a component off of that ship. Not a problem. Alright, let's get back out here and just take a look around. Hop up on my ship while I look for other ships just for a few minutes. Pirate Killer 2000. Ew, what have we got here? Well, it's a fighter. It's got that drop wing. Interesting sort of fat nose cone on it, and the big engine on the back. No pieces on that one in particular that I need. Or want, I suppose, for the ship. But it is there. Yeah, Thunder, I totally agree with you. I'm sure that people have said, hey, you know, on the PlayStation 4, the text is coming out absolutely abysmal. So I'm sure that is the case. All right, my friends. Well, I think that we're getting to the point in the program where I should probably say, okay, I need to get some rest. But I do believe I will be back tomorrow night. Again, I'm going to give you that 99% chance that I'm going to be back tomorrow night. So I will be live hopefully tomorrow night. And with that, I suspect I'm also going to be looking at different aspects of this update. So again, everybody, if you haven't seen it yet, if it hasn't dropped on the platform that you're playing on, or you haven't had time yet, the Orbital update is absolutely fantastic. Thunder, thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate you, my friend. All of you. Andy, Jay, even had a few other folks come in tonight and pipe up in the chat. Let's see, scroll back, see if I can get their names. Oh boy, I don't know where they are. I'm such a bad host. Anyway, thank you all super duper so much for joining. And again, please check out the update in No Man's Sky. It is absolutely fantastic. Orbital, the space stations are fantastic. And there's so many little bits to it that there's just no way that one stream I can even focus on more than just a few of the points, because there's so much to it. But alright, my friends, I hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday night, or Thursday, depending on where you are in the world, or Friday, or whatever. But I will see you all hopefully tomorrow night. And as always, my friends, fly safe. And thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Alright, guys, take care, and I will see you all real soon. Fly safe.